Everybody, glad you are hanging around. Hope you're having a good weekend. Um, oh, jeez. Oh man. Uh, I apologize. I am a little bit upset, and I wanted to check out this microphone that I got, but been hearing a little bit of a noise that I am concerned about. Kind of pissing me off, but we'll see. Anyway, the more I talk, the less the noise will be there. So, but anyway, man, I've been a little out of it this week. Had some gigs this weekend, and wanted to find out what was really going on with this whole Canada thing and the trucker strike and all that good stuff. And I'm sure that it's as bad as I thought it was going to be as of Friday. So, um, like, so we're going to do a little bit of looking and seeing real quick what happened with Dictator Todd up there. So, let's just see. I'm going to check out my boy Dan here real quick, if you don't mind. And even if you do, oh well.
Facing us right now in America is a truth crisis, a truth crisis. Yes, we're in a pandemic. Yes, there's a crisis in Ukraine, no doubt. Yes, inflation's terrible. But I'd argue to you the biggest crisis we face right now in this country is getting the truth. We can't trust the government anymore. Do you ever ask yourself, what is it we're not being told? Folks, we've seen freedom take a massive hit in the recent days and weeks. You watched it. In Canada, a little mini dictator, Justin Trudeau, invoked the 1988 Emergencies Act to arrest a peaceful trucker protest, even freezing the bank accounts of supporters.
The federal government has invoked the Emergencies Act. This is about keeping Canadians safe, protecting people's jobs.
He's so full of shit. It has nothing to do with any of that. Listen to some of the comments he makes here because they're laughable. Laughable. They're not any of the things you're saying. You're upset about protecting people's jobs and all this other stuff. Then drop the mandate, dude. Then listen to the people. Quit lying. Quit being a dictator, Todd.
And restoring confidence in our institutions.
The government of Canada declared an emergency today, targeting demonstrators who have tied up the capital city of Ottawa and critical border crossings.
The polling on this indicates that Canadians are opposed to what the truckers are doing and actually
Come on, do we honestly believe that? Where's the poll? Like, I have friends in Canada. I'm going to reach out to them and see if they saw the poll. Bunch of lying assholes.
Would have preferred a stronger law enforcement response.
If there were election tomorrow, Justin Trudeau would win at a landslide.
Is this kind of tyrannical power grab justified by the threat? Even when all Canadian airspace was shut down on September 11, 2001, over a very real, by the way, national security threat, the Emergency Act wasn't used. Then there's this. Remember the 2015 cyber attacks in Canada? The group known as Anonymous claimed responsibility for taking down government websites, even affecting the Canadian Security Intelligence Service website. Yet, no Emergency Act was used there. Then there were the shootings inside Canada's Parliament in 2014, which left lawmakers barricaded inside their office buildings. So why not use the Emergency Act for that? Well, even the left-leaning Canadian Civil Liberties Association, they can answer that question. They tweeted, quote, "The federal government has not met the threshold necessary to invoke the Emergencies Act. This law creates a high and clear standard for good reason. The act allows government to bypass ordinary democratic processes. This standard has not been met." Finally, a civil liberties group waking up to like a civil liberties threat. Welcome to the party. Yet the leaders of the protests have been arrested under the powers of the Emergency Act. So what's the truth?
Ironic.
The actions of the trucker protests really vindicate the actions of Justin Trudeau attacking their civil liberties? Well, let's check the tape.
Looks like they're really a bunch of rioters, right? Like they really, people, we're forced to believe, like, and I've been posting a lot of the trucker videos. It's, if nothing but peaceful. Seriously. So don't let them lie to you. Don't let them, I mean, take a look for yourself.
Yeah, looks like a grave national security threat to me. What about you? Even Canada's War Measures Act, which predates the Emergency Act, was only used 3 times, including during both world wars. Listen, it's obvious. We have a truth crisis. What we're being told just doesn't align with what's actually happening. You can't trust anybody anymore. And patriots everywhere deserve to know why we're constantly being lied to.
Thank
Remember
you.
the January 5th pipe bomb suspect? Oh, yeah, got your attention there. Well, whatever happened to the effort to find that person? Will we ever get to the truth about who that was? You know, the FBI
You know exactly
released
who it
video of the
was.
suspect planting bombs that thankfully never went off outside the DNC and RNC headquarters on Capitol Hill. I'm pretty familiar with crime scene investigations, so I'd just like to explain to you a few things. So you have this professional bomber who managed to avoid the surveillance network of the FBI and all of the surveillance cameras in DC. We don't see him coming out of a car, a house, or a hotel. Managed to leave no fingerprints on the devices, no DNA. My gosh, it's like magic. The entire FBI source network of informants has no idea who this guy is or woman. And by the way, they got the bombs. They have these unexploded bombs, and the stuff was
No
apparently
DNA.
a non-exotic explosive that they couldn't detect. And by the way, the cell phone calls the suspect allegedly made, they couldn't triangulate and find out where the cell phone call came from. Isn't that kind of weird? So we're supposed to accept this
Burners.
professional avoids surveillance, fingerprints, DNA, blah, blah, blah. You just heard that whole thing. Couldn't put together explosives that actually went off. Why hasn't the FBI launched a major public PR campaign like they did with the others who are on their top 10 list? Listen, I'm just asking questions, right? I mean, do we
Good
not
question.
deserve the truth on this?
Great
Plant
question.
a few bombs. I want to know who they are. I don't care about their politics. Does the FBI? Then there's the John Durham court filing and the Spygate investigation. Listen, we've known for years the left's been hiding the truth about what the Hillary Clinton team did to spy on Donald Trump and then frame him for colluding with Russia.
Yes. And then we're going to go find the video in a second where there's 2 standing idiots still at CNN. That bald seltzer guy and Lemon. But wait and listen to, I got a video for you. After Dan gets done.
Do you still believe the president could be a Russian asset?
I think it's possible. I think that's
Oh,
why
wow.
we started our investigation.
We are looking at the possibility that the President of the United States and those around him during an election campaign colluded with a hostile foreign power to undermine the basis of our democracy.
There's
Lies.
outright treason. I mean, there is no question that what he is doing is giving aid and comfort to the enemy.
A political hurricane is out there at sea for him. We'll call it Hurricane Vladimir, if you will, the whole Russian thing.
Yeah, imagine being one of those buffoons now. Listen, Democrats are terrified we're actually going to find out the truth about what actually happened. Yet the attorneys for the indicted former lawyer working with Clinton and the DNC, Michael Sussman, filed a motion to dismiss the Durham prosecutor, hilariously claiming it's extraordinary prosecutorial overreach. Yeah, have they heard of Mike Flynn and those other cases? It's just kind of weird.
Yeah.
Now, Hillary Clinton, she's questioning whether conservatives are, Hillary Clinton questioning whether conservatives are in touch with the truth.
Now,
Wow.
It is one thing to have political disagreements. Those are natural and healthy. But it is an entirely different thing altogether to lose a shared sense of truth, facts, and reality itself.
Are you serious? Are you seriously say that? Oh my God.
Did she just say that? Did that really make it?
Oh my God. I agree with you, Dan. Like, that is almost to the point where I almost had to stop and, like, literally take a pause for a laughter. But I mean, it's Hillary. So, and just the left shit in general, even if it wasn't her, in this particular case, but it's absurd. It doesn't matter. that the guy found all this other stuff. They're going to lie and they're going to try and act like, and just wait to how the liberal mainstream media is spinning this in a second. But hold on.
But the truth goes a lot deeper than the left wants you to know. Did you see this key line in the Durham filing? It suggests that this operation to spy on the Trump team through multiple avenues was potentially bigger than we know. Here's a quote from the Durham filing. The government's evidence at trial will also establish that among the internet data and their associates exploited among the data. If you have the reading comprehension better than a third grader, you'll understand, that eliminates a lot of people on the left. But that would indicate to you that there's more there we don't know, right? What do we not know? And who's Agency 2, by the way, this Clinton-connected lawyer was talking to? Well, according to multiple reports, Agency 2 is the CIA. Getting to the truth about exactly how Trump was spied on is just the beginning. I don't think the CIA is supposed to be looking at American citizens. I heard that once. Remember when the left said this is about the intel community, by the way?
Does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
Liar.
It does not.
Not wittingly.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you.
Man, he wasn't kidding, was he? Folks, listen, it's not just right-wing media talking about this. Here's CNN from 2017. Remember this article? British intelligence passed Trump associates' communications with Russians onto U.S. counterparts, which means U.S. counterparts in intelligence, right? Was that story true then? Is it true now? Has it been redacted? Are they correcting that? Who are their U.S. counterparts? We being told the truth? Remember where we started here. Folks, it's pretty simple. We're going to have to continue with this crisis after crisis until we confront the biggest crisis of them all, getting to the truth.
Yes?
Could you turn up this light bulb by the computer for me?
Yeah, hold on a second.
I just need it a little bit brighter.
So yes, so that is going on with that thing. Let's pull up the Brian Stelter stuff too. It's a very good clip.
Yeah, Eric, and of course, naturally, the U.S. and its allies.
No, that's not right. Oh, let's see here.
File your taxes free your way. Do it yourself free. Get unlimited advice from tax experts free. Or have an
the U.S.
All right, here, let me find this clip here.
expert do it all for you. 100% free.
Jeez. Anyway, hold on a second. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find this Stelter clip real quick. Hold on.
Jill, I do.
That was it. Here we go. We're gonna see this one real quick. See. Oh, or no. But anyway, all right.
Fever pitch after President Biden's stark warning that he believes Vladimir Putin has decided to invade Ukraine. But not everyone is preparing for war. Lucas Tomlinson is live on the ground in Lviv, Ukraine, with the latest reaction from the residents there. Hey, Lucas.
Hey, Jackie, good evening. That's right. This is the cultural capital. It's a college town. It's about the same size as Boston. It's also where American and Western diplomats fled to, and they evacuated their embassies in the capital. Now, earlier today, we attended a unity rally here in Lviv. I spoke to a nun in the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. Do you think the Russians are going to invade?
It's also possible. You know, no one knows what is in the head of Mr. Putin. We don't know. So we have to be ready.
Over 150,000 Russian soldiers continue to surround this country from the north, east, south, and at sea. Russia's joint exercises with Belarus, and tomorrow, after that, it's anyone's guess what comes next. The Pentagon says nearly half of Russia's forces at the border are now poised to invade. New satellite images from Maxar like this show Russia's deployed over 24 more attack jets to Belarus to the north and 50 more helicopter gunships. To the southeast in Crimea, over 60 more helicopters have been deployed. With dozens of world leaders in Munich, Russia not only skipped the security conference for the first time in over 20 years, it also sent a very undiplomatic message, launching multiple missiles in the land, in the air, and at sea, including this intercontinental ballistic missile from a mobile launcher. This missile's warhead is unarmed, of course. When deployed, it can carry multiple thermonuclear warheads capable of reaching Washington, D.C., Jackie. Now, Vladimir Putin personally oversaw the missile test today. Last summer, he wrote a 5,000-word essay calling Ukrainians and Russians one people. Asked a local activist about it at the Unity rally. He disagreed with Putin.
Ukraine has its culture and history. Belarus has its own culture and history. And Russia. We are not Russia. Ukraine not Russia. Belarus not Russia. Russia is Russia.
So while Ukrainians and their own Trey Yingst took fire all the way in the east in a country about the size of Texas, over here in the west, all is calm tonight. Most of the residents are out having a good time tonight. You wouldn't think the Russians might be invading very soon. Griff?
Lucas Thompson live for us in Lviv. Thank you, Lucas.
Do want to start with you because I want to talk about that federal judge's ruling that denied Trump's request to toss out the lawsuits accusing him of sparking the Capitol riot. In that court filing, Judge Mehta wrote, quote, President Trump's January 6th rally speech was akin to telling an excited mob that corn dealers starve the poor in front of the corn dealer's home. He invited his supporters.
Tonight, tensions boiling over in
Where is what I'm looking for here? Sorry, guys.
Now, the Kremlin is.
I just want to get you to follow on to what we just heard from President Zelensky.
No, we're gonna give me 1 second here, guys. Let me find this video real quick, guys. Apologize about that. Let me see here. Hold on, man. Holy crap, dude. Hold on. What the hell? There we go. That's what we're looking for. Where in the world did I see that? Oh Lord, that's all y'all gonna get them for? Are we serious? This is on PGA Tour. Like, what is it? Well, we're gonna have to check this out. Well, I don't know where the hell. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to look at that one for sure. All right, where is this guy, man? Wow. They're trying whatever they can, huh? Anyway, we're gonna find this thing real quick. It kills me. So bear with me here. Dang it, where in the world is it? I saw his fat head talking about the crap. Oh, well, I guess they don't want me to see it, but I swear to God, it was bad. Well, it's a CNN video. It's a CNN guy, so hold on. What the hell? Can't believe I'm actually doing this, but no. Even their website is slow, and it sucks. Everything about the station sucks. Seriously. Holy cow, dude. Look how long it takes their crap to load. Let's find our guy here. Well, anyway. Well, I guess we'll just go to the other videos I was going to show since CNN sucks ass. So real quick before we go here, I'm going to read this thing, and we're going to look at this together. And I'm going to call it a quick evening here and come back and do some more stuff later. But okay, now, I don't know if you've heard about the whole crack pipe thing, but this is the USA Today spin on it now. So get ready. I'm sure this will be good. Crack pipe rhetoric is not only wrong, it's deadly. Harm reduction efforts save lives. So, oh, harm reduction. So we're going to give you pipes. We'll give you pipes to smoke the stuff, just so you're okay, just so you've got the right thing. Harm reduction by giving them, like, are you fucking serious? Oh man, the backlash and firestorm from the right has been disturbing. Well, yeah, you think? When the Biden administration stopped accepting applications on February 7th for its harm reduction program that pays for, among other things, safe smoking kits. Some conservatives took to social media with sky is falling rhetoric. Wow. You think that's, again, your spin on the obvious, like, moral dilemma that conservatives have, is that you're trying to literally come up with excuses why this is a good reason and this is some kind of policy or some kind of anything that needs to happen. Like we're trying to normalize this shit, but also normalize, or excuse me, cancel freedom of speech and people for speaking. But you want to hand out crack pipes and you're going to make it okays, like it's just to be okay. You suck at that one, Like it's absurd. But hold on. The Biden administration stopped accepting. Okay, I did that. The program amounted to crack pipe distribution to minority communities in the name of racial equity, according to Senator Marco Rubio, Republican of Florida. Well, then what? Then what's the excuse? Then what are y'all? What are y'all saying? Then what is the? Then what is the? You know, instead of saying what they're saying, what is the actual reasoning behind this? Please help. Please tell me. But to minority communities in the name of racial equity, according to Rubio. Similar sentiments circulated on social media from other members of the Republican Party, conservative commentators, and eventually some of the American public. These claims, of course, were proven untrue. Smoking kits and other items distributed through the grant program include hygienic supplies that help addicts remain safe, not crack pipes. But the article that your side put out had pictures of pipes on the article, on the video. Oh my goodness, man. I'll pull it up because I have it. But beyond the false rhetoric and racist undertone is a sad and dangerous truth. Misinformation on this topic is not only disquieting, but also potentially deadly. So, misinformation on this topic. So, so here, question. If conservatives and whatever you wanted to call them a second ago, commentators and from the right, Republicans, how is anything they're doing spreading misinformation that could be potentially deadly? Talking about a policy that you guys or that Biden has brought up. Are you fucking serious? Addressing overdose deaths. It isn't by giving out ways and means of still doing their vice. Are you fucking serious? Like, if you want to give your son this kind of stuff, that's cool, dude. But trying to make laws like this is absolutely absurd. Smoking safety kits have shown promise in reducing smoking-related disease transmission and health problems. In a summers with little fanfare and little public attention, the Department of Health and Human Services announced that it had set aside $30 million for the grant program to help tackle our country's devastatingly high rate of overdose deaths. Our nation's overdose numbers have reached record high crisis levels. Past approaches to treating addiction with prison and punishment have failed. In an effort to improve our nation's fight against addiction, the administration pledged to devote modest funding to services predicted on fundamentals of harm reduction. These programs allow treatment providers to work to mitigate the dangers of substance use rather than demand abstinence alone. Since December, the program drew little notice until this month. Some of the outrage has certainly stemmed from decades of misguided messaging on what can safely reduce drug deaths and end addiction. President Joe Biden is attempting to replace just say no with smarter evidence-based strategies, like giving them oh my God. Headlines chastising the Biden administration were off the mark. How is that? And the kits, as effective as they can be, are all one small piece of the program. I can't read this and not laugh. Like, oh man. Harm reduction can also include overdose prevention in the form of safe injection sites. The nation's first official site opened last November in New York City, go figure, and has saved lives, but was also met with backlash. These sites are dedicated spaces where people can use drugs under the supervision of trained medical staff. Communities around the world are finding them to be powerful ways to reduce overdose deaths. Okay, let's hold on. We'll come back to that. And connect people who use drugs with trusted treatment providers. More than 120 such sites are open in nearly a dozen countries. We'll check. Although people consume potentially fatal drugs in these spaces, not one has ever seen a single overdose death, according to the Drug Policy Alliance. Never heard of that. This grant program covers a wide array of supplies, including clean needles, which serve as a comparable purpose for heroin users as pipes do for meth and crack users. So they're giving them needles and pipes. But they just said, oh my God, they're such fucking liars, man. In their own fucking story. But headlines and outrage focused on crack. No, it didn't. The article and the people that were talking about it were the fact that were fucking handing out fucking crack and meth pipes. Period. Fucking period. You're doing that, you're handing it out to the public. That's fucking nuts. Oh my God. But let's hold on. Long connected in the public consciousness with Black Americans and violent crime, the focus undoubtedly wasn't about the danger of the drug, but about stoking false associations and fears. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. It has the fact that you're trying to damn advocate and make it like a fucking, like it's a good thing that y'all are doing this. Like it's fucking not. Period. And then pointing the blame back like you normally do at fucking people on the right who are just like, how did this come to your mind? Instead of like worried about the border or worried about bringing down all this other shit that's caused inflation and record numbers and all these fucking stats and making life hell for American citizens. This is the shit y'all want to worry about? Are you fucking serious right now? I mean, holy cow. These alarmist tweets and headlines obscured a far more important question. The nation should have been asking, will the Biden administration's program ultimately reduce suffering, avoid illness, and save lives? No, it'll kill more people and get more people addicted. Like, much of the evidence. I love the fucking spin. I wish I could be a spin doctor for the fucking left. Oh my God, man. I'm not even gonna read any more about that shit. It's absolutely fucking nuts, man. Who did this article? We are the Drug Policy Alliance. Who are y'all? So let's take a look at this, guys. At the Drug Policy Alliance, we fight for people. We believe that every person should be able to work, parent, be housed, have a community, experience joy, and live freely regardless of drug use. I mean, this is funny. I mean, it's fine and dandy, but we live in a world where that's not the fucking case. We still live in a country where people go to jail over fucking pot, dude. Over fucking a little bit of fucking weed, which is legal in how many states now? But people still go to jail every day in this country for fucking a joint. For a fucking joint, people. Certain states have decriminalized, but the point fucking is that this whole fucking thing is absolutely fucking absurd. And they're trying to, well, where's the alliance for people like that? For people that have been, screwed out of their fucking jobs and had to spend, fork over money to the fucking government for some bullshit like fucking weed. Like, come on now. But that's not our reality. Punitive drug laws in the U.S., dating back to the 1870s, have served as one of the sharpest tools of repression. Today, the drug war and the elected leaders who uphold it labels everyone who uses certain substances as a criminal, but most aggressively targets blacks. They can even spell the Tino's, but it's Latin. You see this, guys? But this is supposed to be a legit fucking thing, right? But most aggressively targets blacks, Latins with an X, indigenous, people of color. But indigenous people, this is just funny. Fucking learn some grammar. But anyway, and people who are experiencing poverty. Having a criminal record adds huge challenges to getting a job, receiving financial aid, qualifying for credit or housing assistance, and more. For those caught in the drug war, the impacts are far-reaching and long-lasting. The Drug Policy Alliance is working to end the war on drugs. The Drug Policy Alliance is the leading organization in the U.S. promoting alternatives on the war on drugs. We envision a just society in which the use and regulation of drugs are grounded in science, compassion, health, and human rights, in which people are no longer punished for what they put in their own bodies. Oh my God. So, so catch this now. We just, in the fucking Biden thing and the crack pipe thing, what do they list as their thing that they're working with? The Drug Policy Alliance. Think about the fucking hypocrisy and irony all rolled into one, that this is the stance of these people at the damn Drug Policy Alliance, who, again, Biden and them were all like, hey, this is something to the Drug Policy Alliance and we're going to be working with them, yada, yada, yada. So what did it just fucking say there? We envision a society in which the use and regulation of drugs are grounded in science, compassion, health, and human rights, in which people are no longer punished for what they put in their own bodies. But you're talking about punishing people for not taking a fucking vaccine and trying to mandate a bullshit ass vaccine. But you're going to damn push the damn DPA as some big fucking thing. And it tells you in their mission statement about who the fuck they are. They're against fucking what people are not about being punished for fucking what they put in their own bodies in regards to fucking illegal street drugs. Much less a fucking vaccine, a rushed vaccine. The first jab with mRNA in it in the history of fucking this country and the world. But that's right there. I mean, like, that's funny. That's fucking funny. And I'm going to make sure that everybody, I'm going to start sending this to Mr. Levin and fucking people in case they haven't seen this or read what the DPA is. Cause I'm going to be sending out an email to Dan Bongino. Yep. But anyway, this is pretty funny. But anyway, so it just shows you what this is about. Like, together we win the war on drugs. We're definitely gonna have to bookmark this one here to look at later. And pull back up, guys. This is funny. I just can't believe it. Well, anyway, we will I will be getting on out of here. Hope you enjoy the videos. We'll be back with some more in just a little while. Peace.